We have been working with the charity Rise Up in Sri Lanka since December 2022, with the aim of providing school meals to children in Sri Lanka. These meals are no longer provided by the government due to the country's economic troubles. We have become increasingly involved in this project, and our next aim is to help the rural schools in Sri Lanka to become self-sustaining. In order to raise funds for this project, we contacted and then met up with the board of directors of Agromate in Malaysia. Agromate are a Malaysian company who are involved in agricultural projects in Sri Lanka and have great knowledge of rural Sri Lankan development in the current climate. We presented our proposal and asked for their support and sponsorship. According to the World Food Programme, currently 6.3 million people, or over 13% of Sri Lanka's population, are food insecure and require humanitarian assistance. 15% of school-going children in Sri Lanka suffer from severe malnutrition, and 25% suffer from moderate malnutrition. I'm Walter Thomasicki. I'm 13 years old and I study at the Housing International School in London. I'm Lakshya Thomasicki. I'm 11 years old and I also study at Housing. We visited Sri Lanka. During the board meeting, we presented our experiences from working in Sri Lankan schools and our proposal to enable schools to become self-sustaining and food secure. We also showed the 10-minute video we produced last time we were in Sri Lanka, which further explains our experiences. You can access this video at the end of this clip. Our current proposal involves enabling each school to fund and produce their own food, which is currently mostly brought from charity donations and is being cooked each day by the parent community. We will firstly focus on the production of the protein element of the meal, which is the hardest and most expensive to provide. This element will consist of eggs and mushrooms, which are the easiest protein to produce in rural villages. We wish to start off by setting up a pilot project in the school we have worked in, which can then be replicated through the Rise Up schools. In the school we worked in, there were 160 children. For a school this size, approximately 500 eggs per week would be needed. This would need 200 chickens in the village, or 8 families with 25 chickens each. The eggs produced by the families would be given to the school, as well as consumed by the families and as well as being sold in the village. The startup requirements for each family would consist of a chicken coop and 25 vaccinated chicks of a breed that can be fed on local feeds. Mushrooms would be produced with a similar family production concept, and Rise Up currently have a research team working on mushroom production. We are trying to raise sponsorship to set up one pilot project in each of the 25 school districts in Sri Lanka. Each pilot startup will cost approximately $1,000. We asked for a pledge for a one-off contribution towards the funds needed to support this project. All donations to our startup will enable Rise Up schools to become self-sustaining for the ongoing delivery of school meals. We are very excited to be working with Rise Up. It is an inspiring program that really helps the community to rise up and become self-sustaining. We would greatly appreciate the support of Agromate. Thank you. During this visit, we managed to raise $10,000 towards our project. This will enable us to set up a pilot project in 10 schools. When we worked with the schools in Sri Lanka, we really noticed how the Rise Up program was helping feed children and had started to bring the community together. However, there was always the fear that donations will lessen and the crisis will continue. Enabling schools to become food secure and self-sustaining in a project model that is beyond charity will equip the schools with the ability to rise up out of the ongoing economic crisis in Sri Lanka. Teachers told us that before the school meals, children were fainting and passing out during the day. If schools and the community can be sure that their children are being fed every school day, this will enable communities to rise up themselves into a more secure future.